Hey guys, I'm gonna try to keep this short. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the breakouts I'm seeing. I've been trying to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I was just saying it, on a routine with things like face washing. But of course I forgot to do it last night, but this happened a couple days ago. I have some of those hero patches. I've been using one on there, but it's slowly going away. And I do have the bad habit of picking. You're not supposed to pick when you have acne, but I do. I'm not proud of it, but I do it. Monster Ultra, just the regular. Um, so I only lost a tiny bit of weight in the last 2 weeks. Um, the last weigh in, I was 325.1. This time around, 324.8. But, as I discussed in the last update, Matthew and I had talked about me trying to change into an actual intermittent fasting window. Trying to actually get into that routine from my previous routine was a lot harder than I anticipated. It makes sense now, but okay, for those who are jumping in now as opposed to when I've discussed it in the past, my previous fasting was done untraditionally. Normally, um, you pick a larger time frame, 12 hours or more, where you don't eat, and then you have a window of time in which you do eat. And I read that our bodies begin to break down the stores of fat for energy inside of us after 12 hours. So, what I did, I didn't know about OMAD. So, um, what I did was almost in essence a combination between intermittent fasting and OMAD, whereas it was 2 meals a day, but they were 12 hours apart or more. Um, so sometimes it was in essence one meal per 24-hour cycle. Um, in addition to calorie counting, I should maintain that. Every step of the way has been calorie counting. At the start, I just went for the 2,000 calories. That's probably why I saw the most drastic weight gain, or weight loss, I should say. That first year, it was 60 pounds. Um, and then it kind of decreased from there. So, so that's the way I was originally doing it. And again, it worked very well for me. I believe it helped shrink my stomach more naturally to where I don't eat as much food as I did um, back when I was a free range fatty. Um, so, like, I could have a can of soup, which is technically 2 servings, but some cans of soup, they're 240, 280 calories for the whole can. And then like a half a cup's worth or so of oyster crackers, and I'd be good. Um, where before it might have been 2 cans and half a bag. It wasn't that I was eating badly originally, it was just I was eating too much. Like when I did salads, I did, what was it on Seinfeld? The huge salad? Like a mixing bowl sized salad. And it would have more vegetables than protein and dressing. But, I mean, there were still probably, oven baked or air fried chicken, cheese, croutons. I mean, but there was I love to eat. That hasn't changed. That's why I say everything in moderation. So when I started trying to readjust to just having those 2 meals within 8 hours, my body didn't like that. It had gotten so used to waiting that as I was nearing the end of the window, I wasn't feeling hungry. So I at least try to eat a little snack or something and then be like, all right, I'm feeling good, so I'll just carry through. 4 hours later, 6 hours later, my stomach's starting to growl. It's getting so distracting that I can't sleep. I've tried downing a ton of water and I'm getting nowhere. So I'd have to break down and eat, which of course was ruining the fasting. And so where I didn't gain, I didn't lose during these 2 weeks. But I didn't gain. And I was a little bit nervous about that because it was really hard resetting. Actually, today, starting last night into this afternoon, was my first successful 16-hour fast. So I actually feel really good about that. Sorry, my throat's still having the frog thing. Thankfully, no more coughing. Oh crap, I got drink on my glasses. I'm sorry. So, but I'm still having the frog in my throat. So, yeah. First successful 16-hour fast today. And, I mean, it probably would help better if I didn't stay up until almost 6 o'clock this morning. But because I've been trying to change my routine, it seems to have wrecked all my routine. And that was something we discussed. It's recommended that you sleep at least 7 hours to help your metabolism. Not just during the period that you're sleeping, but it helps throughout the day. It helps while you're sleeping to get that much sleep because it's apparently helping your body flush out all the bad crap that it's helping to shed during that sleep cycle. It's that's basically the time that it's finding the cells that are no longer useful in your body, plucking them out, running it through your system to be flushed out. Biology, man. So I've not been doing my body any favors the last week in that regard. So I gotta change that. I'm going to try to tire myself out, essentially. I'm going to be doing bits of housework during the day, making sure to engage my body, take a shower pretty much right after that fasting window ends, or I should say begins. So shortly after 8 o'clock, I'm going to do that. Do everything I can to make sure things are comfy in my room. The fan on, all ambient light, save for maybe my tablet, off. When I'm actually ready to go to bed, turning that tablet around, but also putting an eye mask on, making sure that the temperature is absolutely comfortable for me to fall asleep in. Putting on something that my mind can just drift off to. Technically, I have people showing up almost noon. I think starting at 11:30, or was it 11? It's they're doing their yearly check of the sprinkler systems, smoke alarms, stuff like that. It's actually really nice in this apartment building in that regard. The maintenance works. The fire alarm system definitely works. Like, you have the smoke detectors as per any normal apartment, but then there's like the klaxon sort of system where there's lights and like can give you a heart attack if you wake up from that noise, sort of levels of noise. The only room that seems safe from it is the bathroom. But if you're in the bathroom and they're scaring the shit out of you, I mean, at least you're in the right place. So, but that is the sound of a saw. I don't know if the phone's gonna pick it up, but that's like a table saw sort of noise. I have a little familiarity because of I did shop class in 7th grade, actually. No, I did home ec in 7th grade. The sewing section was horrible. I made a football that ended up looking more like a black Pac-Man. And then in 8th grade, I did shop because I couldn't go through that humiliation again. And I did actually a kind of dope CO2 car. And I got a B- on my spice rack because one place, the wood glue, had seeped out. And I didn't sand it before I stained. So you could see the where it was, and I got marked for that. And yeah, I actually remember shit like that. They did 1 through 100 for the CO2 cars for some reason, and I remember that I got a 93. So I think that's considered a B plus. I'm not sure. But yeah, I actually know my way around woodworking. It was fun, and I don't know if anyone else is gonna agree with me, but the smell of sawdust, it's kind of awesome. Maybe that's why I like things like cedarwood and patchouli and those sorts of scents, like in the actual perfumes and whatever that I'll wear, because I love like burning wood, not houses, but like a fire pit or fireplace, that sort of burning wood naturally occur, not a forest fire. But in the correct environments, the smell of burning wood is something I very much enjoy. And yeah, it just, I, I like the smell of wood. Um, and again, I'm hearing that song and I'm wondering what the hell's going on. That's upstairs. And I don't know if you guys remember, but last time there was a lot of stuff going on out there, and I said that I thought they were moving out, possibly. That might have been the case, and they weren't even there that long. What the fuck did they do? Where poor Paul might be up there having to redo cabinetry because that's where the kitchen would be. That's all I can think of. Holy shit. Wow. Sorry, I'm naturally nosy. I'm a fucking cat. You know how cats will hear something and they'll go run into the window to go looky-loo? They're my people, man. Sorry, I only recently took my meds, so like the ADHD ones haven't kicked in yet. You know, every time I do those deeper laughs, in my head, I get like that closed captioning thing where it then says laughs in French. I'm so fucking weird. And I'm getting very off topic. I apologize. I'm actually feeling kind of good today. So I'm really hoping nothing's gonna kind of knock that. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm actually in a pretty good mood. Even for only getting maybe 6 hours of sleep. I've barely eaten anything yet. I definitely have to make sure that I do my food prep and have a good dinner. I plan on doing tuna melts with a salad. Something that will hopefully keep me full. And sorry, I just got a Facebook Messenger message from Bonus Mom. Because I sent her a message right after I got done with Matthew. And I'll share that in just a moment. So I wrote to her, so I barely lost weight this weigh-in. For the last week, I've been trying to change the schedule that I eat on. For years, I was doing 2 meals a day, 12 hours or more apart. The last time I talked to Matthew, he talked to me about an actual fasting window and how sleep does count during this. And I discussed that in the last two-parter. That because your metabolism does actually ramp up a little bit during your sleep process, it's actually a good time to have it count towards your fasting. So I've been trying to get on a schedule where I eat from noon to 8 and fast for the rest of the time. We talked about this some yesterday, but I want to refresh your memory just in case. Her memory is... We've both been going through so much with the whole Tom saga. And, you know, she's still working because she's trying to hang in there until she's 70 so she can get her full retirement benefits and everything. Her boss, sometimes she seems like she's from another planet. It's not that she's like a bitch or something. It's just out there. That's what I mean. So, So sometimes she forgets about things. I have to remind. She will call me to ask me to set a reminder for myself so that I can remind her about doing something. So that's the sort of relationship we have. Um, so I also added, it's not been easy to break my previous eating habit. My first successful day was yesterday, so I only went down from 325.1 down to 324.8. At least I didn't gain, with an exclamation point. So she wrote, I know you're disappointed, but not putting on weight is important too. She wrote hang on there, but I think she meant hang in there. It's the consistency that makes the difference. I'm heading up to Cortland. So, she's going to go see Tom, in other words. And especially lately, but for quite a while, I've known and appreciated, but additionally, lately, I realize how lucky I've been. The fact that she's my bonus mom, mother-in-law, however you'd want to work, since we're not legally married. And she wanted me to call her mom, but mom was kind of like I call it a bad mouthfeel word. Because it was kind of tainted for me with everything that happened when I was younger. So seeing, like, I saw this, I was looking for Mother's Day gifts last year because I did want to show my appreciation. So, like, I didn't weave the basket that I bought, but, like, the cellophane wrap that I picked to put over it, the roses that I kind of used as filler when people would use, like the Easter grass or something. I found fake roses in a lilac color. She loves purple, and she likes to dry out lilacs when she has the opportunity. So I couldn't find fake lilacs, so I found lilac colored fake roses. I got her lilac scented air freshener, but I was trying to look for something kind of decorative that was just saying thanks for being my mom. And I saw this paperweight that said, it said bonus mom. And I can probably find it because I got it off of Amazon. So I can probably find it in my past orders. Because when I read it, yep, there it is. It was just perfect. And sorry, apparently I have some Amazon arriving shortly. At least it's before Merc's video. So, if you want to look for it online yourself, it's from the What Sign store. And it's bonus mom Mother's Day gifts from daughter, son, to my bonus mom keepsake and paperweight. Stepmom Mother's Day gift for mom, mother-in-law. It's something you'd see on Wish sort of description, but the important thing is to know it's from the What Sign, one word, What Sign store. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's probably backwards. I'm not 100%, but I'll read it too. But it says, to my bonus mom, you didn't give me the gift of life, but life gave me the gift of you. It's not flesh and blood. It's time, love, caring, and sharing that makes us family. Thank you for loving me as your own. Oh, fuck. Sorry, got smoky in here all of a sudden. Oh, I swear I don't have anything on the stove. I don't know what happened. um, but when I came across that, it mentally clicked, and it connected in here, and it made it all feel better in here to say it. I think if you're neurodivergent, you'll understand. That sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm more of an action person. I mean, I can be very apt with my words at the same time. Like, I've been told by people, especially therapists, so take that as you want. Um, but I've been told by therapists and other people that I'm very well spoken. But sometimes conveying emotions in the moment, like ones that I'm feeling, this is an example. I can talk about past things with far more clarity. So then, therefore, the word association to the feelings in that moment, I can better articulate. But in the moment, it seems sometimes it gets lizard brain for me, where, it's just basic, like I'm pissed, or I'm so happy, or it becomes very basic. And that doesn't always feel adequate for me. Because I do like, I prefer, as I'm proving, to be more specific with my words. I don't like it when people misunderstand me or hear something and then twist it to then put words in my mouth. I actually get very upset when somebody does that, in specific, putting words in my mouth. I've already done my best to explain to you how I feel or what I said. If you misquote me, or especially when people use the word hate to describe something to someone else, like in regards to me, like saying that something, I really don't like that word, you guys. I do, I get upset, and I've gotten angry at people when they've done that. I think because I've always been used to standing up for myself, and if someone's going to try to stand up for me, if they're not doing it right, just go away. Go away. And if you're trying to twist my words to pick a fight with me or something, oh, well, you're going to get a fight. You're not going to like it. That's why I refer to my general state of being as Canadian Zen because, people even joke about it. Canadians tend to be, for the most part, happy, caring people. Like, there are jokes about Canadian thieves who apologize. They leave apology notes or something. But you piss them off. Well, look out if they have a hockey stick, And I know it's stereotypes, but I mean, even they joke about it. And technically, I'm like 30% French Canadian. So I can do it too. But I mean it in the greatest way. Like, for the most part, they're just great people to be around. And if someone upsets them, look out. And I mean, that's, oh my God, I'm getting so many messages right now. But that's how I feel. Like, I don't want to be upset with people. And I certainly don't want to be upset enough that I feel like maybe I do want to throw hands, literally. But I still have that feralness inside. So it's possible. So that's why I refer to it as Canadian Zen as opposed to just like regular Zen. Because Zen is supposed to be like always peaceful, calm. Where Canadian Zen is just like that little extra. It's like, getting that chocolate in your coffee. Because all the Canadians I've personally interacted with, they're generally nice people. They will talk shit about those that they disagree with, though. But, yeah. And I love that about them. Like, they feel like my kind of people. That, and of course the Irish too. So when I found out I was like basically 43% Irish and 30% French Canadian, it made sense. It did. So I do again apologize for the little bit of randomness in today's health coach update. But for those that have primarily just been watching the health coach updates, I guess you're getting a taste of what's in the other stuff if you might be interested. It's just me being me, talking about things. Oh, right. We did talk more about me actually trying to get some natural light, preferably like first thing in the morning and as the sun's setting if I could, because that would help my circadian rhythm. And of course, circadian rhythm is good for trying to put yourself on a routine. The word for this week was apparently routine. I wrecked it to rebuild it. And my next check-in with him is in 2 weeks on the 21st, which is 1 week before my first appointment with Danielle. She's the first person I'll be meeting from the cardiometabolic team. And we'll begin to see my options in regards to that. I'm still of the mind that I don't think I need surgery. I might need maybe like an appetite suppressant or something that might help my metabolism better. but I don't think I need Ozempic. I'm not keen on the idea of being on a medication that I then have to be locked in on forever. Because with Ozempic and I believe Wegovy as well, it's being found more and more that once people stop, they're putting all the weight back on, possibly then some. Um, for the Goro world, I keep trying to say Goro. Um, my mouth wants to form the words correctly. I'm trying, you guys. But for those who have been paying attention to the Amber Reed saga, I keep saying saga today too. What the? Oh no. I've been watching too much Amber. Oh no. I really gotta cut that out. Okay. So, as those of us in the know, Amber went on Ozempic. She did lose a bunch of weight. And apparently, and she did originally say because of her gallstones, and then she made some other excuse, and now she says that she would go back on it, but it's too expensive. But she put the weight back on, and then some. So she's kind of proof positive. I guess what it is, the way those drugs work, for those who don't know, is that it's making your stomach think that not only that it feels fuller than it is, but it's slowing down the digestion process. It can cause blockages and stuff too, so that's also something you got to look out for. But when you go off it, and I kind of saw this a bit with Tom, because there was a time he went off his. He has it because he is diabetic, but he also needed to lose weight. Still does. But when he did go off it for a time, oh my God, it felt like he just wouldn't stop eating. And I kept telling him, you need to start taking your injections again. And he kept trying to tell me, oh, he just saw my message too. I sent him basically almost the same thing I sent Bonus Mom. And he just sent me a message, which means he's having a good day today. It's kind of a good day, you guys. And he said, wow, at least you didn't lose it, or you didn't gain any weight. So, oh God. Oh, someone must be cooking something and burning it across the hall or something. I swear, guys. So, it's also close to my period. I think I'm like 3 days out. I forgot where I was. Oh, right. So, yeah, I've seen what Ozempic does, and I'm really nervous about it. Like, I know I have a pretty sturdy willpower. But, I mean, what if I'm not really ready for the sort of hormone signals that my stomach might try to ping to my brain when it's finally like, oh, well, we're empty, you know? And that's the sort of stuff that I've been thinking about and weighing. So it's not that I'm talking myself out of seeing these people, period. Like, that's not, I'm hoping that maybe going through them, because they're in the same place as that gym that I want to go to, I'm hoping maybe going through their program, it might give me a discount to go there, or again, there might be other medications that I can go on for a time, because I don't need something severe and drastic. I mean, I am, about 125, 120 pounds down from where I started at. And most of that was by myself. At least 100 pounds of that was by myself. I just kind of need help ramping it up. That's the only problem I'm having. I don't want it to start getting into a crawl at this point. I don't want it to be like another 6 years to reach my goal weight. That's what I'm saying. And for the uninitiated, that's 180 pounds. So 324.8, and my goal weight is 180. I know that's still considered, I think that's considered morbidly, no, not morbidly obese, just obese. I forget how that scale goes. I know it's still considered unhealthy, but I didn't look unhealthy at that stage. I was a size 12. I had like a little punch of a stomach. You could pinch like the bottom, But I looked cute in a bikini. And of course I had the tits. Fuck, by the time I was 12, they were double D's, guys. Like, it was crazy. And by 16, I can't do it that way. They were 3Ds. You put your eye out. The fuck, Tessa? I apologize for myself. I don't get out much. All right. We're almost 45 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. So, yeah. Sleep is important. Getting into routines is important. It's not necessarily easy, but keep at it. And even if you just lose a little, at least you didn't gain. And even if you gain, just pick yourself up and get back to doing it. Because you'll only keep slipping if you let yourself. I mean, and it's fine to give yourself breaks, and it's good to understand when just too much shit's getting in the way. Explanations, not excuses. That's how I see it. Because I can understand why I didn't really lose in these last 2 weeks. But I'm not really giving myself a break. Like, I plan on continuing the fasting. Like, once 8 o'clock hits, I'm doing this thing again. And hopefully, if I can actually get to sleep at a decent hour, that'll help a ton. Because I think that's the part of it that's hurting me the most, is I'm awake during a long period of that fasting. My body's like, well, we're burning energy because we're awake, and why aren't you eating? Why aren't you eating? Yeah. So, but we can do the things we set our minds to so long as we don't give up. And again, breaks are good, they're important, and we need them from time to time. That's not giving up. That's understanding that no one is perfect. And I'm not just saying that to try to fluff myself up. I'm saying that for anyone who's watching this that might need to hear it. Maybe someone's been off the wagon for a while in something. Maybe it's not even weight loss. And it's just been one little thing after another that, oh, I'll do it after this. I'll do it after that. Now it's just not a good time. If you keep telling yourself that, it'll never work. Ugh, I just noticed my neck again. Sorry. And that's the thing. Like, this isn't so much double chin. Like, this is just skin. It's extra skin because I've lost weight in my face. That's why it bugs me. It's not even like oh, I guess at least I can laugh at it. I'm getting distracted again. I'm sorry. I'm a cat noticing prey. So yeah. Stop putting it off, especially if it's something that is going to help improve your health, both physically, mentally. If it's possibly been about substance issues or repairing relationships or something, anything that you've really understood that you needed to work on, but you haven't. Make a plan of action and start. A to-do list, just breaking it down. I mean, that's a step right there. Just breaking down what you need to do. Even if you don't start it officially today, getting it down for you to look at and understand, that's a step. And it's a step in the right direction. I'll do another video soon because I don't want this one to go too long. But in the near future, there are a couple of apps that I've gotten. One of them is, no, actually there's 3 apps. 2 of them are supposed to help me with productivity. And as we can see, I kind of need it. And then another one is one that's supposed to help me with my fasting. I already wrote about it on my community tab, that one. So if you want to look at that one ahead of time, just go over to there. And thankfully mobile users can now look at community tabs. So thank Jeebus. Because that was frustrating. I prefer doing things on mobile. And the fact that I couldn't go to anyone's community tab unless I went over to my laptop, and that was bleh. So I'm glad that not only can I go to other people's community tabs now, but I can actually do mine and leave things for people to find there. And I've done that. When I've found some content from other really good people, or that other people then shared and then I shared that they shared, I've put a couple of those in there, just to kind of share with people what I'm kind of doing, even when I'm not putting these up. I like just keeping in touch. I like being social. I've missed being more social, and technically this isn't like being face-to-face social, but it's still been being social, and I think that's been really nice. Oh, and because someone in comments in other videos and I have been talking, um, in the near future, I'm going to be trying to get and try something called fennel tea. Fennel as in the little seeds that like you get in sausages and stuff. Um, Apparently that has been able to be brewed into a tea-like form. So I'm going to give it a try. I might do a longer video, but I'm also going to do a short because, well, YouTube wants me to do shorts and I gotta feed the algorithm. Um, but if there's other things, like I know I keep talking about it next month, I'm definitely going to do it. Um, I want to try weird sauces. Like banana ketchup's one of the ones I'm going to look at. If people have suggestions for that sort of stuff, I'm not doing mukbang stuff. Don't think it's that. It's just more trying foods. Period. Like, I'll air fry up some chicken tenders and just, a normal portion and try different dipping sauces. That's it. Comment on them. It's just because recently I was commenting about how some of the ways we as a people can experience other cultures is through food and music. And so additionally, anyone who watches that's not in the US or even those that are in the US, if you want to share a particular band that you like or artist, drop that too. But yeah, I want to broaden my horizons in these things. Be an explorer in my own living room, as it were. So, if people could help me with that, that'd be awesome. So, the only thing is that I'm not going to do like really hot things, because I love spice, like cinnamon, things that do even like a light tingle, that's great. But if I can't enjoy the food because of the heat of a pepper, then that's not for me. Like, I want to experience the food. So, that's my only caveat. And it has to be something I personally can get, or maybe if enough people were willing to send me things. Apparently there's this thing called Throne where I could set it up and people could send me things. It's like a gift list sort of thing. Because I can't do a P.O. box. That would inconvenience my bonus mom too much. I don't have my own wheels. And so I'm not sure. I'm just not sure how safe it would be giving out my actual address. Like, the building is secure. We have a mailroom area, stuff like that. But I'm trying to not be naive. I'm trying not to be naive. So it has to be things that I can order at this point, or that I could set up that people could get for me. And then, yeah, I'd be willing to to give it a try. I think it'd be fun, and I think you guys would have fun watching me. Enough interest, and maybe I'd do my first live stream. Because I could probably use my tablet to watch comments and interact that way, and then just use this to film. Or maybe if I get my ass in gear enough to organize, I could actually do it from my laptop. Who knows? So, just trying to think about some options of things to do for and with you guys. Because with the recent interactions that I've been able to do with some of you already, like, I find that I'm really enjoying that. I don't know if it's delving into the parasocial or whatever. But I enjoy it. I enjoy getting to know you guys. You guys are getting to know me better. Hopefully enjoying that. Like, I do. I really like that. So I not only want to keep that going, but I want to improve on it, I guess is the way to look at it. So yeah, above that, as typical, questions, comments, criticisms, so long as they're constructive, leave them down below. I appreciate, I believe there's 36 of you now. And I've only been doing this since October. And I know other people would possibly be disappointed that maybe their content wasn't picking up more or what, but honestly, that's 36 more than I thought I was ever going to get. So the fact that you listen to me for even a moment, every thumbs up, even if you just leave an emoji down below, for anyone that might decide to subscribe in addition, like, I appreciate each and every fucking one of you. And I think that this post is mostly clean. I realized that as I was cussing. I have the mouth of a Bostonian, guys. Sorry, not sorry. It's just, I'm honest with who I am. That is definitely something you'll get throughout the history of this channel. I can promise you guys that. Oh, by the way, because I think in my last videos I was wearing red. This is not the same, because that was just a red t-shirt. This is a Deadpool shirt. So, I just thought I'd add that. So, if you would like, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate any and all engagement, but I especially do like it when you guys even comment a little bit. Just, I watched the video. Thanks for giving me something to listen to while I was doing XYZ. Because I do that. I put on like true crime stuff and stuff like that, and I get things done. Actually, I put on August the Duck on his gaming channel. He did Poppy's Playhouse 3, And that's what I listened to doing my housework this morning. So, yeah. Um, Anything and everything I'd appreciate, really. Uh, but do any of those things you're comfortable with. Um, Please continue enjoying your week because I hope that you are. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.